welcome everyone to the show. We're back. I'm your host, Don Vick.
Co-host IG.
We in the building, baby. You know what it is and what it could be. We here. We had two great guests today on the show. We had Charlie Buenas, all the way from Mexico, and we have Andre Boriticas, all the way from Colombia. Big shout out to Mexico and Colombia. Thank you both for coming on the show. And thanks everybody that logged in to watch the show. Today we have another special guest coming on the show. She's an actress, very beautiful woman I met out in Virginia, and her name is Doris Cochran. She coming on the show, so we'll be talking to her as soon as she logs in. So tune in, guys. Tune in. Remember to share, because sharing is caring.
No doubt about it. We appreciate everybody's love and respect.
That's right.
You know, taking that little bit of time to hit that like button, share button.
That's right.
You know, go to our YouTube, The Don Big Show. Subscribe that one time. It's a free subscription. That way you get a notification, because right now we're doing from Facebook and YouTube at the same time.
That's right.
If you don't get it now, it'll come in later on. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to come in from YouTube.
To download, yep.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But you'll get the notification.
That's right. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, or you can go to IG. He got
oh yeah. I got my co-host IG page. You know, it's all about the show itself. I got to update a little bit of stuff on there. I've been noticing there's been a few more followers on there, and I appreciate the love, and we appreciate the love on that also.
Right.
But we're trying to get in every platform that we can.
That's right. So please share it on all your platforms. The Don Big Show calls IG. We highly appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we just been busy.
Yeah, long day.
Been busy all long days.
One at 3, one at 5. Then our next one coming right now, 7 o'clock.
That's right.
We got 2 more tomorrow. One at 3, one at 7.
Mm-hmm.
Man, listen.
That's right.
Which we do definitely got to try to get the one in between, because if not, we're gonna have 4 hours in between waiting.
Yeah. We definitely gonna get somebody in for tomorrow at 5 o'clock. So anyone that wants to come on the show at 5 p.m. tomorrow, hit me up, and we schedule that for tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be interesting too. We have Jay Young coming on the show. And I forgot coming at 7 o'clock. Sunday at 7 o'clock. I forgot exactly who that individual was.
Friday, no, I don't know that one.
Let me check real quick, because I'm bad with memory, guys. It happens all the time. Let me see. So wait. So we have artist Jay Young coming tomorrow at 3 p.m. And let's see who else we have coming in Sunday.
Oh yeah, so real quick, it's on here. I want to get everybody's opinion on that's a big deal. Everything I was talking with Victor earlier about the kid that got he was not guilty of killing those two people who actually shooting 3 and 2 of them died. They made it as a self-defense. I mean, as far as he didn't have a gun license, he wasn't nowhere near his home. After the shooting, he got to walk by the police with the gun, with the rifle in his hand. He got to go home with his mother, and then during the case at the courthouse, the judge is looking at the video of the case, and he's standing behind the judge watching the video with the judge. So I don't know what they call that, what's that all about and everything, because we have a lot of, people that have passed and younger kids that have been in jail for life. There's one girl, 16 years old. She killed the person that kidnapped her and that raped her, and she got life in jail. She ended up doing 15 or 20 years, 15 years or 20, and then she got released for something, whatever. But she did 20 years of her life for killing somebody that, did harm to her. So, it's a story that's like this. People say he did defend himself. Some say,
What do you think he did?
I don't think he did. Not the way that it happened. He's coming into a crowd of people, and people don't know. He's saying some guy was hitting him with a skateboard. Well, we don't know what's the reason the guy was hitting him with a skateboard, but then he goes and shoot these people. No license, 17 years old. It just, I don't know how.
It just didn't make any sense.
It didn't, and he got away with it.
Wow.
And fair to say, and I've been putting it up saying, that's called white privilege. I'm Puerto Rican, Irish, and Italian, but that's the white privilege. We got blacks and Hispanics that are out there, doing time for way less than that, defending themselves.
They got 20, 30 years.
And then he gets to freely walk out. Karma comes to everybody, no matter what. Yeah. But he's gonna get what's coming to him. If something does come, I'm not gonna feel bad about it.
Yeah, I just don't understand why. First of all, how they get their hands on these high, powerful weapons.
17, bro, a rifle, not even a gun.
Right. Just how does a 17-year-old get his hands on a rifle like that? Or a gun in a gun period. We're starting to see a lot of guns on the street, and a lot of crimes being committed by young individuals. They got their whole life ahead of them, and they get their hands on these guns and become dangerous. Commit crimes that they will regret later. But I feel that if you take someone's life, no matter who you are, it don't matter who you are, color don't matter. If you take someone else's life, man, then you deserve top penalty for like everyone else. Mm-hmm. I don't think nobody should be favored because of their color or who their family may be or who they connected to. If you commit a crime,
you need to do the time. Basically, that's exactly how old school. You do the crime, you do the time.
Because when you do stuff like that, it just shows how corrupted the system is, and either the system knows it or don't know it. That's what it looks like to the viewers.
Yeah, but it's crazy
and
because
favoritism.
They had this lady on the news about I don't know what area it was, but they could carry weapons. So she was talking about what they're doing is basically they're letting like the black people. She specifically said it. She goes, what they're doing is allowing black people to walk around with guns and kill each other. Instead of just not allowing the guns to be put out there instead of the cops, period. Yeah. They're letting everybody, gangsters, everybody carry guns and defend themselves and kill whoever they want. Like they let them carry it, then when they're gonna kill somebody and they get caught, but it's just the point of why you want to legalize carrying guns. I don't know, because they have them so many other states that have that, but honestly, I wouldn't carry a gun. I mean, when I'm growing up, around the hood, but all that stuff, but like everyday type of thing or something, like
you're carrying a gun, man. It's just giving someone a reason to get into an argument and be able to use the gun, because they're licensed or whatever the case may be. But even if you're licensed, man, if you're going somewhere where you're not going to be threatened, don't carry the gun, because any small thing can tick you off, and because you got the weapon, you want to shine it and pull it out. Sometimes you pull it out without wanting to use it, just to kind of So
just to scare somebody,
right? And then things get out of hand, and you end up killing somebody without wanting to kill them. So, you really have to think about it when if you're licensed and you're walking around with a gun in your car. If you're walking around with a gun in your car, you're actually looking for problems. Leave the gun in the house, leave it locked up. That's there to protect your home. And if you feel like you got to go somewhere where you need to carry the gun, then you don't need to be there. Right. It's just real simple. That's just for protection. And not to carry around everywhere you go, and get into a dispute with someone, and then you lose your head, and the first thing you're going to do is go in your car, grab your gun, because you're going to kill somebody.
They feel like they have authority. I used to play ball with this guy, and I used to constantly, me and him used to go at it, arguing about stuff. But you know what? Then I came to realize, one of my other friends let me know, that was just like, yo, he carries a gun. He has a license. So to me, from when they told me that, I knew to the point that that's why he was acting the way he was with whoever it was at the basketball court, acting tough, because he knew that you're gonna come out their mouth, he's gonna go run toward the car, right, and go get his gun. Right. I knew that.
Looking for something to be able to pull out his gun and show people that he got a gun. Yeah. I don't. A gun don't make nobody no man. Just in my guns, since I've been growing up, are these right here. I've always told my daughter, like, guns. Even like my daughter, I used to use these to be like, I used to ask my daughter, who's your boyfriend? Boyfriend number 1, boyfriend number 2. You know what I'm saying? I used to tell her that when she was little. But it does nothing. A weapon doesn't make anybody a man. Yeah, cowards. Unless you're working with the police, you need or something. Right. Back in the days, when I was coming up, man, there was barely any guns like that on the street, man. You had these. If you wasn't good with these, man, then it was lost, so you had to get your hand game up, to protect yourself in the streets back in my days. I think the worst thing that you would have brought out was a knife. It was bats and chains, and the worst weapon was a knife. But other than that, man, it was all fist fights, and whoever had the best hands won. But now people don't want to fight no more. People don't want to throw their hands up. They want to grab a gun. So, with that being said, we're going to bring Doris on the show. She just came along. So, we're going to bring her on the show. We're going to talk to her, find out exactly what she got going on, what she's doing at this present day. So, people, welcome Doris to the show. Hi, Doris.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Sorry, let me adjust myself.
We good. We good over here. We good.
Let me adjust myself.
Oh yeah.
Hold on a second.
Hold on.
Oh, we good. We good. That's
How
amazing.
are you guys doing?
We awesome. We awesome. We're actually honored to have you on the show. Thank you for coming aboard.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Cool. So, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Ooh, you mean like where I was raised and grew up and all that?
Tell us about Doris.
Whatever you want to tell us that you want us to know.
Exactly.
Everything else we could talk about it later.
Right. Actually, a lot of people don't know a lot about me.
Right, because you are very private. We know that you're a private person, and we understand that. Yeah. But every private person has a story.
Yes, and I think it's a great platform, what you guys are doing, because
Thank you.
It gives so many people voices to make themselves known, and to kind of share their stories if they want to. Right. So I think it's great what you guys are doing. I was raised in California, in Burbank. Okay. We were really poor. We didn't have a car. I don't want to break down, but my mom had 6 kids, and she kind of fled, my dad, he was real abusive and everything. So she fled across the United States to California, was trying to make it. It was extremely hard in LA to make it. I actually started some acting there.
Okay.
I was very close to getting on the Roseanne Barr show. The part of Darlene. You know Darlene Connor?
Oh, yes, I heard of her. I don't know her, but I've heard of her.
Right. Sarah Gilbert. So she actually got it. So I got the call back for it, but because my mom was working all the time and I had a single mom, she couldn't really practice the script with me. So I had no one. Here I am, 10 years old, didn't have no one to practice a script with. So when I went back to that callback, I was really stumbling on lines. I was really stumbling. So that's kind of what did it for me, you know. Right. They liked everything else. They liked, you know, the first audition. They moved me forward, you know, but you really got to practice your script and really own it. And at 10 years old, you know, my mom had to work more, and I get it, you know. Right. But that's kind of where it all began, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So
yeah, I took an interest right away.
Right. Do you remember your first film?
Well, I actually did the Wonder Years there. I did it was only a background role. I did the Wonder Years right before I left California at 11 years old. I was in junior high, John Muir Middle School. So shout out.
Shout out.
Yeah. So yeah, I did some background work for the Wonder Years. Did like a Barbie commercial, and then we came to Virginia. So the first I want to really give a shout out to CBS, because CBS has had me for a couple of things, mainly talk shows.
That's good.
Yeah. More reality stuff. So they had so the first talk show I ever did was just a few years ago. So I took when I came here, I just focused on schooling. I actually didn't do any acting when we moved to Virginia. So focused on schooling. I got married real young. I got married super young. I met my husband at 19. We got married when I was 21. And after that, real bad marriage, ended up having some kids in another bad relationship. Beautiful boys, though. I got 2 beautiful boys through a messed up relationship. But, I took all this time off, to raise my kids, and to put so much work into them. 10 years. So I wanted to get back into acting because that's my passion. I love acting. So I actually started acting a few years ago, got back into it. So Doctor of the Diva was the first talk show that I did. They flew me out to New York, and it was a CBS studio. Really cool. Everybody was so cool. Everybody was righteous. Don't want to drop too many names, but everybody was just really awesome there. Did my first talk show there. It was a pilot season. Okay. And if people don't know what a pilot season is, it's basically like a talk show that can run for maybe like a year. And if the audience isn't really engaging in that talk show, then they just don't run with it another season. Right.
Yeah. So
that
basically,
happens a lot.
So basically more on the ratings on the show. They
for
look
sure.
at the ratings.
It happens all the time, where you'll see talk shows, on local TV every day, and it'll be there for a year or two, and then, that's it. Right. So did the Doctor and the Diva, and then I did the Mel Robbins show. That was cool. That was also with CBS. They also flew me out to New York, which was awesome. And after that, it just kind of just moved uphill. I was like, oh my, this is so cool. Everybody's, giving me these opportunities, and I'm so blessed. And I really believe I'm a real religious person. So I'm even wearing my St. Anthony's medal right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I really believe that God, helps you out along the way, and he's there for you. And he's there for you to do what kind of you want to do, but needs to be done. But also, if the things don't work out, it's for a reason,
Right.
It's totally for a reason.
Right.
And I have to, accept it.
Right.
Yeah.
And nothing that happens I say it all the time. Nothing that happens in your life is a mistake.
Yes.
Right? Because God places you where you need to be placed at the moment. Whether it's good, whether it's bad. If it's good, it's because it's meant to be good. If it's bad, it's because you need to learn from it.
Yes.
You know, and it took me a long time to understand how God works and accept that. Accept the fact that all doors are not going to open for me, right? Accept the fact that I might not be the right look for that project, and I can't get mad at it, or I can't get mad at you. A good example: say you get in a project and they're looking for extras or looking for another actor, and you say, you know what, I got the perfect guy, Mr. Victor Santiago. I want to bring him in, and you bring me in, right? But for some reason, I may not have the look. I may not perform the way they want me to perform, and I might not get that part. So I can't get mad at that. I got to accept it because that wasn't meant for me. You know what I mean? It's just not that I'm a bad actor. Not that I'm a bad actor. Not that. It's just that that's not my moment. So I got to learn to understand that.
Right. Yeah. Not just you. All actors.
That's right.
You know, all actors need to understand that. It's like you just might not be the right fit for that role or that project or that movie or that talk show, but you gotta just keep going. If you're really in it, you're in it. Is it a lot of work? It is a lot of work.
Right.
I mean, you're gonna be busting your butt every day. You know, auditions, applications. You know, it's nonstop. And some of these days on set, they could be like 10 hours.
Right.
You know, it's no joke. So I understand a lot of people give up and they want to give up, but it's almost like a test.
Yes, it's like
almost like a test.
Because this is when this is where your ambition and your faith kicks in. And your faith kicks in. You know, do you really want this? How hungry are you? You know, and how much faith do you have in yourself, you know, to make this happen? And I'm an actor as well. I'm a new actor, right?
Yeah.
And I've gotten some roles, and I've been blessed that some of the roles that I've gotten fit my character. And the director kind of said, okay, you can kind of like freestyle it. This is what it's about. Make it your own. So I've done that, and I've done pretty good. You know, I haven't got a role yet where I had to read a script. You know.
Okay, that's the best one.
Right.
That's the best one, man. Improv, Mad Lib, whatever, man. That's the best one. When he says, just roll with it. You know, this is a guideline. Yeah, I love that. This is a guideline. This is what we're doing. This is the story. Yeah. I mean, that's the best you can have, you know?
Yes, improv. But I understand also some directors work like that, but a lot of them want you to say word for word that's on the script. And that's when it gets challenging for someone that's new to the game like myself to remember all these lines, you know, not to bring the character out, because I think I can bring the character out. It's just remembering all these paragraphs, and then I gotta wait for you to say your role and remember when I'm going to cut in.
Right.
You know, it's simple, but it's hard to do. You know.
Yeah, but if you have you know, a good director and you have a patient director, you know, it doesn't matter how many takes. Some people will spit the script to you while you're going. So if you get choked up, so you'll have somebody reading the lines, spit it to you, and you can. That's what you want if you're at trouble with lines. Because in Hollywood, they do that all the time. You think half of these people in Hollywood that can memorize all these lines when they got to shoot the next day, or they're going back to back with movies? No, half the time they have a line reader. And they'll go ahead and read them the line. They'll remember it real quick. They'll read that line, or they'll do a couple lines. They'll read it. They'll kind of rearrange it, and half the time that's what they do. So it has to do with like a patient director, people that know what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, I mean, but I get it. Like lines can be hard for anybody. They can be hard for me too.
Right.
You know, it depends.
Right.
You know, if it's like a freaking paragraph that's like almost a page long, it's like, oh, good.
Oh.
You know, it's like,
right.
You know?
It's I get it. I get it.
Right.
They'll probably have to take like 50 takes with me. I'll be like, listen, I'm gonna say the end of this the end of this sentence, and you're gonna cut it there, and you're gonna cut me in after that.
Yeah.
Cut me in after that. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
But I get it. I get it.
Is there anything that you would like to improve as an actress? Is there anything personally you'd like to improve on?
You know what? I want to do more serious roles or comedy roles.
Yeah.
So I keep getting picked for reality stuff. I mean, people pick me for reality stuff all the time. So I'm getting reality stuff, and then I'm getting reality stuff and a little serious stuff. But I want something, you know, a little more in depth, you know, or comedy, like it, and that's completely polar opposites because I want to challenge myself.
Right.
And I know I can challenge myself, you know?
Yeah.
I know I can challenge myself, but ultimately my ultimate goal, and I don't know if this will ever happen. I'd love to be on Saturday Night Live.
Hey,
that's something.
Come on.
That's I know that's a stretch,
Saturday Night Live.
Barely anybody makes it on there. You can't even get an audition to get on that show. Like, you know, Lauren Michaels has to like pick you out of like somewhere, or somebody has to say something, or you have to have some kind of connect, or it's like, it's almost impossible. But you know, that's the ultimate dream. I know it's a big dream, but you know,
but it can happen because this is why
never know.
This is why we network. This is why we go to these events that we go to, because people know people that know people, right?
Yeah.
And if you're a humble person, which you are, and you do great work, sooner or later somebody you're gonna meet that knows him might give you that opportunity. So it's all about timing and being at the right place. That's how I look at it, because we're in that industry. You know, if you wasn't in the industry, then you can say, man, that's impossible to do. But you're in an industry where it could be possible because you're acting. You know, there's comedians in what we do. There's people that go to his show from what we do. So it could be possible. I just think that as you're engaging through this industry, you know, you start talking to people, and till you get to where you want to get to, because you're the driver, right? You're driving your career, so you know where you want to go. So if that's one of your dreams that you want to get on that show, then you have to kind of find out who's been on that show that you know, or someone that you know that might know, that can probably say, you know what, let's give her an opportunity and bring her to the Cannon Show, whatever show you would like to be. I mean, that's how I move. You know, I drive like that.
Right.
But so how did you get to the movie Return of Jay Brooks? How did that happen?
Gosh, man. So I met June.
Like, gosh,
she's like, oh man.
She's like, gosh, man.
Yeah. So I met June before the pandemic, and it was right like a few years ago, right when I just started getting back into acting, right? After all these years, like childhood stuff. And then all of a sudden, you know, I'm like mommy material, right? So 3 years ago, I'm like, you know, surfing through stuff. Backstage has been a very good platform, and it's a real good platform for a lot of actors. So I was actually auditioning for his friend's indie film, Lion of Judea, and Frank Anderson. He was the one that saw me. He goes by Cisco. He was there. He's the one that hired me for his job, for a part in his movie. And which is a very funny part. So I love it.
Okay.
I play a clerk. I play I play a blind clerk. So I'm freaking
A blind clerk.
Oh, and I love
man.
it because it is a comedy role. So I'm freaking blind. I'm typing like on my braille pad and like it's a whole funny scene. But so I met him, and then from him, because June was like the directing Frank's movie, he kind of suggested me, and I actually did a couple of things with June prior to return of Jade Brooks. Okay. And that's where I met you.
Hey. You met the Don Dada. Big shout out to Amy Young. She's on right now.
Hi,
so big
Amy.
Shout out. Yeah, big shout out to Amy. She's an amazing woman as well.
She's great, right?
Yes, she is.
She was on last night.
Yeah, she was. And
yeah.
I love it because I'm getting everybody. I'm getting the whole family on the show, and that's amazing. This is what the show is about. Promoting people and putting them out there and letting people know who they are and connecting them to other people that I know. Other directors, other writers, and stuff like that. So I enjoy doing my job. I enjoy people because I love people in general, and whatever I can do to help an individual, then I do it because I feel that everybody has a dream, and if I can help someone fulfill their dream, then I'm okay with that. Because by you fulfilling your dream, I fulfilled it with you because I was part of helping you get to where you wanted to get, and I'm okay with that. I think my blessings come from me helping other people grow.
I think that's great. And look, Vic, I already had a few people reach out to me that were like, how do I get on that show? And like, I've already had people like, how do I get on that show? Like, so that's I don't amazing. Know. I said, just reach out to him. Come join the show. Come join the show live. Reach out to him, because there are a lot of actors out there. I mean, the DMV community, acting community is not the good thing about living here in the DMV community. We don't have a crap load of competition like New York and LA. It's such it's such a good opportunity to live in the DMV community. You know what I mean? But there are some actors that are just getting started. There are some actors that don't know what to do. So some people did reach out to me and they were like, how do I do this? And how do I get on Vick's show? And I think you're doing a great thing because it's such a good platform.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Yes. So, so this is why I do it, because I know what it is, and I know what it feels when you have such talent, or you're a musician and you're good at what you do, and no one wants to give you that opportunity and give you that door or that platform so people can see who you are. And because I went through it and I know how I felt, I don't want people to go through that. I know how it feels. So I created this platform for everyone, not just top directors or actors. I go from the top, the highest actor, to the guy around the corner.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because I know what it is.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Hell yeah. Because that guy around the corner, man.
Yeah.
He could be like the best guy you've ever met, right? He could be the best actor you've ever met. From down you've never heard of him,
Right. And it's funny you said that, because the guy we had earlier on the show at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
We discovered him downtown Boston by the train station. He was singing outside. He discovered him, and we brought him on the show. And the guy is an amazing singer. I mean, this dude blew my mind.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So
wow.
And because of that, look how God works. Because of that, I got a phone call. I got a phone call from California from a friend of mine, Shelly Kelvin. She was looking for an artist that can sing Spanish and English.
Boom.
And so I said, wait a minute, let me give this guy an opportunity to link up with her and go to California and record a song. So
wow.
See, that's why I said that God places you in the right place.
There you go, right there.
At the right time. So
I mean, look, you're like paying it forward for God, man. You know, it's like, wow, you just paid it forward to that guy, you know?
Yes.
That's
you know,
and that probably meant everything to him, you know?
Oh, it did. Because
Yeah.
I continue to go back, because I work right in downtown Boston, and literally he's always in different locations. So I made sure I seen him the first time. I was on my live for like 27 minutes. Stayed here with him all that time. He had me as a backup singer.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So then I saw him again, and again I recorded him again because it's just phenomenal. You know, it's his voice, how he switches it up from English to Spanish to the voice itself, like deep and real low. And I'm just like, this guy's in the street, and he loves to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
He's
very talented, Doris. He's a talented individual. And the funny thing about it, right, Doris, is that the guy sings English perfectly. Like you would think this guy speaks perfect English,
and he does.
And the guy don't speak a lick of English. Like I said, like, how do you do that? So that tells me how talented he is.
Right.
He can't speak it, but he listens to the song.
Yeah.
And he mimics it exactly the same way. So that's talent to me. So
right.
We bringing him back on the show again in a couple of weeks because, you know, we had problems with his connection.
Technology.
Yeah. But, you know.
I think I heard a little lick earlier.
Yes. So my point is that God places people where they need to be. You know, and I hope that by him coming on my show can give him more exposure. People can see him more and reach out and want him to work on some of their projects, which someone already did. So I'm gonna make that connection for him, and I wish him the best on his career with the music and whatever my people can do for him in California. So be it. But with that being said,
back to you.
Right, back to you.
So I'm all right, man.
So surviving the cartel. What's that about?
Gosh. I don't want to talk about that one.
Okay, next question.
So did you take any training for acting?
You know what? I never really took any training for acting, man. When you live in a the way I lived, I don't know. I think it just came naturally. We live very poor. 6 of us. Like my mom had 6 kids. So we live very poor in California. And I try not to get there.
It's okay.
Don't go there because then I'm gonna go there. I mean, I don't got no tissue over here.
I don't have one. Oh, maybe I do.
We wipe each other's tears. It's okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying not to get there. But when you live like that, it's like you have this passion and this hunger. Like that's insane. Like you are so self-driven when you have lived on powdered milk and freaking blocks of cheese and shit in the 80s. You know, that's showing my age now. But yeah, man, we lived on powdered milk and we lived on blocks of cheese, man. You just you connect with people. Like that's all you had, you know? Like you just had, you know, we rode our bikes. Me and my brother would ride our bikes all around like LA, you know, and you would just talk to people, get to know them. Like you would just be very personal with people. It would just come very natural to be able to communicate and talk to people and be very social. So I think I picked up a lot of social skills from that aspect of my life. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. It came natural.
Natural. Right. So I didn't take any acting classes. I did take theater. I took theater. I took theater in 7th and 8th grade. Yeah. So that was cool. Right. Yeah. So maybe that was part of it too. You know, I don't know. Maybe it just comes naturally.
So
I don't know.
So how did you overcome some of your dark moments?
Ooh.
As an adult?
I've had a lot of dark moments.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
A lot of them, but I just try to make light of them. you
Right.
know, and I look at them like learning experiences. I look at them like, you know, wow, that shit happened to me. Ain't ever gonna do that again, right?
Right.
Yeah, there's been a lot of dark moments, man. I bet you a lot of people can relate to that.
Of course.
Don't want to get into too many of my dark moments, but
No, the reason why I asked,
yeah,
the reason why I asked you, Doris, is because, and I tell this to all women that come on my show, anybody, is
Yeah.
because you never know who's watching the show that are going through a dark moment as we speak.
right.
And you might say something that happened in your past, how you overcame it, how you conquered it,
yeah.
how you conquered it, and you can maybe give that person an advice, or maybe something click in their head that they say, you know what, if Doris did it that way, let me try it this way. Maybe I can get out this darkness, or maybe I can change my strategy the way Doris did it, and see if I can get out this darkness, you know. So that's why I ask people
Yeah.
these questions.
Yeah. So, you know what? I'm going to be honest. There are some dark moments in my life that I haven't been able to overcome.
Okay.
That I
Okay.
really haven't. I'm still holding on to them.
Right.
There are some dark moments. Don't want to get into it too much, but
right.
yeah, there are some dark moments like that. I can't overcome it, you know.
Right.
But I move forward? Do I
Right.
do what I got to do? For
Right.
sure.
Okay.
Every day, 100%. But I just can't really, you know,
Right.
everybody's different, you know.
Right. You're right. What
Yeah.
do you do? What do you do? To block, what do you? Okay. So let me ask you this: what do you do to block those moments? Like,
keep pushing, keep hustling,
pushing.
keep pushing.
Okay. So that's how you. Yes. That's how you deal with it. You just
Every
keep
day.
moving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep pushing, keep hustling, you know. I live for my kids. So it's like every day I put my kids first. So it's like I'm doing this, I'm doing it for my kids. I'm doing this, I'm doing it for my kids. And
Right.
I'm a single mom. So my mom was a single mom. So I pushed even harder than my mom pushed.
Right.
And there's some resentment there, you know, because, you know, I'm like, why couldn't you work a little harder? Because I'm out here doing all sorts of shit, you know?
Right. But okay, I said the same question. I said the same question about my parents, right?
Yeah.
Why couldn't you push harder? But what I didn't understand was it was a different time.
You know what?
It was a different time.
Yeah.
Things weren't the way they are for us now. It was a different millennium, different time. So they couldn't push how we pushing because time was different.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
I had to understand that.
Yeah.
Why didn't you push this? Why didn't you push me? It's because they didn't know better. It was the way they were moving. That's the way they were moving at that time. So now that my time is, we're moving faster. We're moving. Things are faster this time. So, you know, I said to them, you know what? I can't say that to mom or pop because they will live in the past. There wasn't some advanced like we are. So the only thing they knew is what they knew, and they pushed me to what they knew, you know. But because I'm older now, I said to myself, why couldn't you push me harder? But they couldn't, because that's how hard they can push at that time.
You're so right, man.
You're
right.
But I understand what you're saying.
No, it's great to have another perspective. And you're right, man. I mean, they use like terminology like, you gonna get another tongue lashing? Like, no, I get it. You know, or recently, like, all in the back jaw. I'm like, I've never heard that before, but I'm lunching on it. But no, I get it. I get it. It's like, I get it.
No energy.
No, I get it. It's a whole nother time. But yes, you're right. You're right. You know,
but
have to be a little sympathetic for that and have a little empathy. You know, and I get it. But I think nowadays it's like you gotta push yourself. Oh man.
Yes.
Like not even 100%. It's like 110% where you're like OCD, you got like mental shit because you're like juggling so much crap all at once, you know?
Right. I think the main thing, of course, is this here. focus. You know,
Yeah.
it's so much harder for a lot of people depending on situations or, you know, even just in life in general, what's going on, to be like, okay, let me get this going, but then I gotta, oops, go this way a little bit, you know,
Right.
that little bit, you know. So I always say self-care is the most
Yeah.
important thing.
I'm
know?
learning that.
Yep.
I'm learning that now.
So
I
now,
never gave myself self-care. Like it just happened this last year where I was like, okay, I need to get my nails done, you know, and learn to have self-care. And it is so important. You guys are so right. It's so important. Like self-care is so important. You have to care about yourself. And I was caring so much about my kids and doing so much for them that like I forgot about myself. So yeah, it's very important. So
yeah, because how you feel and how you present yourself,
yeah,
you know, that energy goes out to your kids, to your people surround you. So, you know, and you're a role model. So they look at you and say, hey, mom doesn't do her nail, mom's ain't got her hair done. What's wrong with mom? And you're like, I gotta go to work, I gotta do this, you know. But when you're pushing in a positive way and you're ambitious, you know, all that good energy that goes straight to your kids, you know. So
yes.
So that's the
100%.
way, right? That's the way to be moving, you know.
Yes.
But I know it's not. It's hard to be a single mom.
Oh yeah.
So tell me, how do you balance being a mom? I asked Amy the same question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How can you balance yourself being a mom, being an actress, working, you know, and doing these other things that you do? How do you balance yourself?
You know what? I just do it. I couldn't do it until they got older. So it was extremely difficult because, you know, money wise, as a single parent, you know, it's very hard to find a babysitter that's not $40 an hour for 2 kids. And you're like, $40 an hour? If I got to go out and work, I'm paying you $40 an hour. What the hell am I working for?
That's
like,
right.
You know, I'm not like, you're barely, you know, able to even cover the babysitter. So, you know, so, you know, so now I'm able to get back to doing what, you know, what I love doing. Now I could balance it. Could I balance it before? No way. Not unless I had family help or, you know, somebody that's going to step up and help me. I had no one to really step up and help me to take care of, you know, 2 kids that are only a year and a half apart. So they're almost like twins. Okay. They're both boys too. So, you know, they're a little rambunctious, but now they're, you know, they're old enough, they're calm enough, and, you know, it's easier to get a friend to watch them and like, yeah, whatever. All they want to do is play Fortnite all day. So how do I balance it? Fortnite has been a big help. No, I'm joking.
That's a big help.
Fortnite, okay.
I just started playing Fortnite. I'm gonna be honest. Do you guys play Fortnite?
I don't.
No.
What?
I played it a couple of times. You know, my sons are older, but they love playing that game. But I'm not too into it. It's a good game.
I don't even know how to use the remote control. Forget about the game. I don't play.
Yes.
I think the last time I played something was Pac-Man.
I love Pac-Man. Oh my God, I love Pac-Man.
Pac-Man and Donkey Kong was like my favorite.
Hold on. Tell her the way people play Pac-Man. Remember how you were saying the way that people always running around? And instead of eating all the things, everybody's always running from the ghost.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody chasing
Pac-Man. I love it.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Oh.
Right? Ghostbusters.
So I might see that movie.
Murder in the Family.
Oh, yes. I played Miss Wilkes. Miss Wilkes. Okay, so if you've ever heard of not Marilyn Manson. I
heard of Marilyn Manson.
Not love Marilyn. I actually met him and his bandmates, but that's not what we're talking about. Charles Manson. So he actually Marilyn Manson got his name from Marilyn Monroe and Charles Manson, if you know anything about Marilyn Manson. But anyways, Murder in the Family. I played Miss Wilkes, was the foster mom of Roman Polanski. I played foster mom of young Roman Polanski. Roman Polanski was dating Sharon Tate. Sharon Tate was the one that got murdered in the Charles Manson family. So remember when all the murders happened with Charles Manson and all the chicks and everything? They murdered Sharon. Sharon Tate was the pregnant woman. So Sharon Tate, that pregnant woman, was dating Roman Polanski. So I played the foster mom of young Roman Polanski in Murder in the Family. Yeah. I did play a couple of other roles too, little side roles, but that was the main role that I played in that season. I did play a little seasons. But yeah, that was fun, man. Flying Scope, man, was awesome. Yeah, they were really cool.
So tell us about that homemade ugly Christmas sweaters you be talking about.
Hold on. How do you know about that?
She got ugly Christmas sweaters.
Hold up. How do you know about that?
Don't worry about that.
Okay, that's crazy because I got one right here.
Oh man.
Yo, that's so
okay,
dope.
So we got some awesome. We got some boobies on there.
I see the boobies.
We got this little guy.
I see.
Hold on. And then we got upside down Santa. What's upside down Santa doing down there?
That Santa's a bad Santa.
That's a bad Santa. He's going down on the chimney.
Santa's
going down on the chimney.
He's going down, all right.
Get out of town. How did you know about that? I do. I make ugly Christmas sweaters on the side.
Awesome. Oh my God. I love that sweater. That sweater.
Yes. It's really raunchy, very phallic.
Yes.
But you didn't see the best part. Oh God, I hope the viewers. I don't know if we got a bunch of
That's all right. Come on.
Uh-oh. Hold on. What is that? You see some elf legs in there? Hold on.
Yeah, I see the elf flexing. So you're mad creative. You're mad creative.
Hold on, we got another one going on right here. One? Hold on. See if you can see this one.
Oh my God.
Hold on. Oh, here he is.
Hey!
Whoa! Sorry. All right.
Hey,
family show.
You a comedian. We gotta expect that. As well.
I don't know how much you guys want. I've toned it down quite a bit. Quite a bit.
No, it's a beautiful sweater, though. It is an awesome sweater.
So, what? So you create these sweaters. What do you do with them?
I sell them.
You sell them?
I sell them. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I sell them.
We'll take two. No elves.
Yeah, we take two. No elves. No Santas. And nothing hanging around the corners.
We can leave Santa there.
Oh, well, maybe we take Santa, but we won't.
Yes.
That's funny.
Yes.
So you do. Yeah. You create different sweaters.
Yeah.
And so, how did you start making? What made you create these sweaters?
Oh man, look, my kids were like putting ornaments on the trees, and then like there were ornaments that fell down that like didn't have like the hook or whatever in them, and I was like, what can I do with this? And then I was like, man, I'm gonna start putting these on sweaters. So I started putting them all over the sweaters, glued them on sweaters, sewing stuff up, and next thing you know, it came out and it was like, this thing is awesome. And I actually sold it in 2 stores before COVID for 5 years. And then when COVID happened, they had to close down the stores. And it sucked for me because it was like every Christmas came around, I had 2 stores that I could supply them with. And man, did I supply them. I could not even, the quota that I had to make, it was just me too. It was like I was working day in, day out just to make these sweaters. Everybody loved them. And I would tell you, the best customer were males. Right. Men liked my sweaters more than women. I got women too, but the men would wear these sweaters because women would come up to them and they would be like touching them. And like,
hey, I'm gonna need one.
Yeah, at these parties. Yeah.
That's so awesome.
Christmas sweater party.
There's a lot of like office parties that they wear the ugly sweater day for Christmas or something that they do. Who wears the ugliest sweater? Actually,
right. Yeah, and you get money for that too.
Yeah, exactly.
Man.
Yeah.
So you're in the right I'm in the wrong business. We're in the wrong business.
We gotta go. We gotta go shopping for sweaters and some ornaments.
Yeah. You can make your own.
No, it's okay. No, because
it takes a lot of time, but yeah, you can make your own.
Why make our own when we know somebody that makes them?
That's right. Hey,
right here.
Hey, you gonna learn today. You gonna learn today.
Just tell me how raunchy you want it.
Right. So I want to ask you about another. Because we do fishing around. That's what we do. That's how we get our questions and stuff. We do some research. So I was snoozing around your page and I seen a post that's on your page. And okay, where are my reading glasses? Can I see my reading glasses?
Oh, you do your research, huh?
No, I did the research. I'm just looking for my reading glasses. Oh, these are my partners, but I can read. So there's a post that you put. It says, each day, 3 women die from domestic violence.
Yes.
What's your thought on that?
I didn't want to get into it, but I was also subjected to domestic violence with my kid's father.
Okay.
So it's true. It's horrific to think 3 women every single day that die from the hands. I'm not saying it all might be men. I mean, there probably are some women too, but I'm sure probably the majority of it is men. I don't think another woman is going to kick another woman's ass like in a relationship where they die from domestic violence. I think the majority of it is a man beating a woman, and it's sad. It's just sad that happens. And I think people in relationships nowadays, it's like, just be free, let it go. It's like you can't control the other person, if they want to be happy and they want to love everybody, they want to be a freaking hippie or whatever. It's like, you should respect that person, man or woman. There could be a man that just loves people too, and there could be a jealous woman. It could go either way. I believe it could go either way.
Yes.
Crazy.
Of course. It goes either way.
Yes, it does go either way.
There's women that beat up on their men.
That's messed up.
Yeah. Right. I don't want to talk about mine. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it happens. It happens.
It does happen. And I'll tell you right now. Okay. And I've done the research. You're right. It does happen to a lot of men too. But I'll tell you what, the majority of men don't report it.
That's right.
So if we really wanted to figure out the numbers, it probably does happen to quite a few men too.
Yeah. Then they're too embarrassed.
They're too embarrassed.
Yeah, either got beat up by a woman, and God forbid, like even sexually assaulted by a woman.
Yes.
It's probably, the man is just one of those like, I'm not gonna go down there. I'm not gonna,
Yeah. See, it happens a lot. And it happens, like, I'm going to be honest too, it happens to a lot of gay guys too, where they get assaulted by a man and they don't want to report it because they're afraid if that gets out there, they're going to be fucked for life.
Exactly.
And that's the thing. It does happen to a lot of men, but the numbers, you're right. The numbers aren't correct. It's not just women, it's men too. Right. For sure. It's men too. Right. But it's sad because people shouldn't be hitting other people. Like we learned this in kindergarten. Keep your damn hands to yourself.
Yeah.
I tell my kids every damn day, keep your damn hands to yourself. It's like,
and if you love somebody, I mean, you love somebody. How are you showing love by beating up on them and abusing them physically, mentally, and verbally? And it happens a lot.
Yes.
I think that I believe that a lot of it has to do with communication in a relationship. You know, there's not enough communication. And in the day, you know, if you're in a relationship and you lose love for your partner, or you don't feel like the energy's there anymore, the right thing to do is sit down and talk about it and say, listen, I feel this way. I think that we should separate.
Yes.
Because if we're meant to be, we're meant to be. We'll come back and reunite, and we'll keep going. For now, we need to space ourselves and kind of like let this die a little bit, and see where it goes from here. Because, you know, once you put a hand on someone, vice versa, man or female, their respect is out the window, right? Now there's there's no respect. So when there's no respect, everything else starts to crumble. The love, now you don't feel the love. And a lot of women stick around the relationships because they confuse themselves, you know, with their mind and their heart. Because your mind tells you one thing and then the heart tells you another thing.
Well, it's a cycle of abuse.
Right.
There's a whole cycle. Like if you've never been in an abusive relationship before, there's a whole cycle where, I mean, because you're so oblivious, you're so unaware that it's happening to you. Right. And then when you realize like that it's happening to you, then there's a whole cycle where the men are like, I am so sorry, I will never do this again. I love you. I've saved you. I give you everything. And a lot of times for us women, it has to do with finances. Right. For me personally, it was like, I had nowhere to go. Right. So it was like, I was trapped no matter what you did. I was trapped no matter what, you know what I mean? So
wait. How did you feel? How did you feel trapped?
Well, there was no way out. I had no finances. Like he stripped everything from me. I lost my car. I lost my apartment. I lost my things, everything. He even controlled my phone. He would grab my phone. He would break my phone. I mean, and I'd have to sneak out when he was out on a binge or something. And it's a whole cycle of abuse. And then it was like, if you don't have a way out, like I believe there needs to be more domestic violence safe houses for women, and not just for 30 days. I believe that they need to have something at least a half a year. Give these women 6 months. Right. Give these women and their children 6 months to get on their feet, because you can't do shit in 30 days. Right. I've been in 9 different safe houses. Not now, but 10 years ago. Right. 10 years ago, I was in 9 different safe houses. They gave me 30 days. You tell me, can you rebuild your life on zero money, get a job, get everything you need with 2 kids in 30 days?
Impossible.
Impossible.
But what I want to say is that people do have a choice. You know, I don't want people to think that they stuck there and there's no help. There is help out there. There is help. You just got to find the courage to seek for the help. You know,
for sure.
Because I want women and men to understand that whatever you're going through domestically, if you feel like there's no way out, there is a way out. You can always call someone that you trust and say, listen, I'm going through this situation. What can I do? Seek for information. Try to get your way out, because I don't want nobody thinking that they stuck in that situation. There's no such thing as being stuck.
Well, if you don't have someone to rely on, I didn't have anybody that would take me in for a period of time. I didn't have that. So I went to 9 different safe houses, and every single one of them. So I'm going to give a shout out to Doorways. Okay. Doorways was the only one. That's how I've been able to have what I have now.
Amen. Shout out to Doorways.
Yes. Amen. And I am so happy to have what I have now for 10 years because of Doorways. Doorways was the only safe house that allowed me to rebuild what I need to rebuild, to get on my feet. And they let me stay there for 5 months. And man, they had resources. They got a job. I had money. I was able to save money. They helped me with the security deposit. That's actually all I needed. You know, I needed that little leg up. All I needed was that leg up in a security deposit. And now I'm great. I've been great for 10 years. But the point where I was, there are a lot of women that, you know, like the 9 different safe houses I went to in a whole year and a half, 30 days, nothing. I couldn't do nothing in 30 days. I was just getting my mind right the first 2 weeks, just get my mind right. Like, God damn, I just got hit in the head 15 times, was in the hospital. And it's like, I'm just trying to get my mind right at this point, you know.
Yeah.
30 days wasn't enough. So I shout out to Doorways, man, because I'm a product of a survivor because of Doorways, you know.
Right, that's right.
You know,
Survivor.
so I feel like there need to be more places like Doorways for sure.
Right. So I know at times,
Yeah.
I know at times you probably said to yourself, what am I doing wrong? What can I do better? Why is he so angry at me?
No, I never said that.
No, you never said that? No.
I never said that because I didn't do nothing wrong.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I think all men are different. So my story is different from other people's story because maybe other women went through something different, but I felt like I did everything right. But I don't really want to get into that too much because
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fine.
this
That's
guy
cool.
was a monster.
Okay.
Like, we could talk on the
Well,
side.
yeah, I'm glad you got that sweater. I'm glad you got that sweater.
Yes.
For real.
Woo-woo.
So where can people log in for this if they want to get a sweater? Where's your
What's your website?
where's your website, Doris?
Ding
I love
dong.
it. Look at that. She's so crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. I love it.
So you know what? I do have an ugly Christmas sweater. Ugly sister sweaters. That's on Instagram.
Okay.
Or just go to my, you can DM me. I'm not real big into social media, man. So if anybody wants to DM me on No Prom Queen
Hey.
on Instagram.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay. Hello.
Or my name. I think it comes up either way.
Yeah. No, because I think you got something going there with them sweaters.
For sure.
This is why I'm saying this. You should put up a site because I believe you got different type of sweaters and people love stuff like that. People love creative stuff. You know what I'm saying? And like he said, they can use them for a Christmas joke. Come around with the sweater and play. I don't know, show off the sweater. But I like it. It's cool.
It is.
Walk into the office and say, "Hey, grab my elf."
Yes. Yes.
That's crazy. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they're
That's
fun.
So
they're so fun. They're so fun. Yeah.
So what else are you working with right now as far as filming? What project are you working on?
Well, I have Judge Jerry coming up December 28th.
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute.
Judge Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
Judge Jerry Springer coming up December 28th. And then I'm flying out to Vegas in January for Pawn Stars.
So now let's go back to the judge. What are you on a case over there? Like,
are you on a case? Are you arresting people? What are you doing?
Are you literally going in there with a case?
All right. Okay.
Spill it. We want to know.
I'm gonna spill it. So my good friend messed my hair up. Like she completely fried my hair. You gotta see the episode.
Not the hair. No.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Go.
You gotta see the episode. My hair looks like something from like a 1980s rock song. Wow. Something from like White Snake. Like it literally looks like White Snake. Real big Ozzy Osbourne. It's all like fried and shit. So she fries my hair because I wanted to piggyback perm. So I'm basically suing her because she fried my hair and I had to deep condition and all this crap.
This is so funny. I got to see. I got to see this. I got to record that.
So are you mad because? Are you mad because she fried your hair and she didn't bake it?
I'm like completely pissed off because I think she sabotaged me. There's more to it. You guys got to see it.
You said December 28th?
December 28th. It's on a local channel. It's like, like the local.
I watched Jerry Springer. Maury. I still to this day, Maury.
That's the channel.
I'm there.
Yeah, it's a local channel. So on the same channel as Maury Povich and All those other shows. Yeah.
Look for the show with the woman with the fried hair.
Fried hair, like 1980s hair.
That's gonna be so funny. You know why it's gonna be funny?
Why?
Because I know you personally.
Yes.
I said if they only knew how much of a joker she is, they'll fry her hair more often.
Yeah, I am definitely a joker. We just got on a really serious note tonight.
We did.
Hey, so would you like? Is comedy something that you would love to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Do you write your own jokes, or like how does that work?
You know what? A lot of it comes natural, man. A lot of my friends are just like, that's funny as shit. You know? I'm like talking about like my son being backed up since birth. You know, we went to the damn doctor's office, man. He's like, I'm having stomach pains. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, can you poop? Can you poop? And he's like in there like, it hurts. I thought he had a goddamn appendicitis. So I'm like, to the hospital, man. And the next thing you know, it's like the doctor's like, oh, he's been real backed up. He's real bad. I'm like, God damn, has he been backed up since birth? No, it's just crap I say. Like, it's just like stuff I take, throughout, and kids are awesome. It's like, they're just all over the place,
Right.
But I'd like to focus more on that for sure. Yeah.
Have you done any comedy shows, any stand-up?
You know what? I've done a couple of little things. Not stand-up, but I'll tell you what, my friends are literally egging me to do it. They're or egging me to do it. They're like, you gotta get on there. You gotta do some stand up. There's some open mic nights. So you gotta write a little something up, practice out your little, your little sketch or whatever.
Right.
Get up there. So yeah, I'm planning to do that for sure. Yeah.
Amy says when and where.
Yeah.
When and where. All right.
Let's do it. Yeah. No, there are some open mic nights for sure for comedy. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So is comedy big in you're in Virginia, right?
Yeah, I'm like right by DC. I'm like 5 minutes from DC.
Okay. So is comedy big in Virginia?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Everybody just wants to laugh. We're like they're so hardcore uptight, dude. It's like, that's all they want to laugh. That's all they want.
What was that? What did you say? You say hardcore.
They're hardcore uptight, man.
A
lot of people got six up their ass. So it's like they want something to laugh about. They want to break loose. They want to just be free because they're working all the time. They're just so stressed and, just working all the time. So yeah, it's big for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Virginia and DC. Yeah. Yeah.
So you have more projects ahead of you to well, we know that June's is shooting the trilogy next year, the part 2 for Return of Jay Brooks. Is that something that you'll be interested as well?
Yeah, he might reach out to me. I don't know. He's been pretty cool about including me on all of his films, so he might bring me in. I didn't die off, so right. I mean,
well, we don't know. After this show tonight, I don't know if he might call you back with all those. With the sweater and Santa Claus upside down.
June knows me, man.
He already knows.
He wouldn't expect anything less. Let's put it that way.
Oh my goodness, I got to talk to June then.
Oh man.
I don't want to walk up on set. He goes, here, wear the sweater that Dory made.
For sure.
I'll be like, no.
He might even tell me to wear the darn sweater next time.
He just might.
I swear to God, he probably would.
And I'll be recording that. You better make sure I'll be recording that. Okay?
Yes.
That's for sure. That'll be amazing. So
yeah. I have Let's Make a Deal in February. Let's Make a Deal.
Let's make a deal.
I was on Let's Make a Deal, so in February you can watch that, and then of course Pawn Stars. I have to do that in January, so I don't know when that's coming out. But Let's Make a Deal though is coming out in Valentine's Day.
Love that show. And Pawn Stars.
Yes,
that right there, awesome. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah, well, if you come around I love jewelry. So you let him know that if you come around some good jewelry, All at the Don Vick show. Jewelry.
Talk to Rick. Try to get.
Yeah. Jewelries and cars. Jewelries and cars.
Yeah, I just might.
Oh, so I guess June commented.
He said you guys. June said you guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Ah,
he said we were awesome.
yeah, just June watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big shout out to June. You know, in the building. You already know what it is. So,
yeah. What's up, June?
Did you go to the Harvey premiere? Did you?
You know what? I didn't, but I was thinking about it. I know a lot of DMV actors did go, but I didn't go, man. Like, how was it? Was it good?
Well, so I didn't go because I live in Boston.
Yes, yeah.
But Amy was there.
Right.
My friend Bella Livy that you met was there.
Yeah.
And they said it was great. They said it was a great, premiere. Everything was successful for Johnny, and so I just can't wait for it to come out so I can see it. I know they're having another premiere in Miami or Florida, another premiere for the movie. But I just don't know because I never know where I'm going to be at. Sometimes I'm here, sometimes I'm all over the state, right? Depending on what I have to do.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
If I end up in Florida when they're going to do that, I think I'm going to go by and show them some love.
Yeah, it sounded like it turned out real great, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it did. So
yeah,
there's some other stuff that we have cooking up. June has cooking up that I might end up coming out there and seeing you again.
Yes.
This time I'm coming prepared for you, girl. You heard? I'm coming prepared.
Yes. Okay.
So Amy said it was a reunion of the DMV actors.
Okay.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you so much for that.
Okay. Yeah, Amy's all in it.
Yes. Amy
she gets around.
Yes. And that's good.
Good.
You're a comedian.
You're a comedian. She didn't mean that, Amy. She meant, you get around as connection, you network.
Yeah.
Network.
You go from here to
all
there.
about networking, for sure. Yes.
I think Doris is a little on that hard stuff.
Yeah, she's laughing right now.
I have the mug like Amy last night. Remember?
Oh man.
Yes.
Amy I got the mug too.
Okay, wait a second. Hold on a second.
Hold on.
Amy had her mug. I said, you know what? I'm taking my mug.
Everybody's pulling out mugs.
I'm pulling my mug out.
Okay, well, check out mine. And if you want to get one, you got to get one like this. You see it?
Hold on, I can't see it. Tell me what it is.
Hold on, I'm gonna show you. Hold on.
Okay, put it right up in the camera.
Right on the camera.
Put it right in the camera. Hold on. Put it down a little. What does it say?
Yeah.
Don. Oh, look at that. That's your show, man.
Yeah.
What? You got a personalized cup? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're here.
Yes.
We got cups and t-shirts.
Yeah. Oh, you should send one out to everybody. We can represent.
Yeah. So just put it there so people can see.
Yeah, we're working on the t-shirts right now and stuff, but definitely we're gonna keep everybody in mind. And
I want the mug.
Yeah, I see which you women love mugs. Once I get some more done, I'll send some out.
Amy said, "What's in your mug?"
What's in my mug, Amy? I can't tell.
Yes. What is it?
I can't tell you what's in my mug.
Ooh, yes, because you've been working all day. You've been on this show all day, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All day.
Yeah. So we make these with the name on it, just like this, and then we have some with our faces and the logo of the show on the cup. It's pretty good, pretty good mugs.
I want it. I want a mug now. I want it.
Hey, we'll get you one. So, what else do you do besides acting? Or what else? Let me ask you this. If you wasn't acting, what else would you see yourself doing?
Oh my gosh. Dang. What would I see myself doing if I was? Honestly, I always wanted to become a lawyer.
Shoot,
I
think you should have became a lawyer. You know why?
Because she's a funny little person.
No, because we need them out here.
Yes, that's.
I might need you in the future. I might need you in the future.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
Like the judicial system is so screwed.
It is.
They are just unbelievably screwed.
Yeah.
So that is something I still like. That is like honestly, it's in my reach right now. I got admitted to Marymount University, and I was so super stoked. But then when they said that, how much it was going to be,
yeah, like, that's incredible. That's amazing. That's
like, whoa,
right.
Whoa, like I was like, how I have to sell a liver just to go to school. I was like, right. How would I ever afford that? Because I had a good grade point average, they said that they would give me a 50% scholarship, which was great and very generous. And I was very appreciative of that. But even with the 50%, even with the 50% scholarship, it was still insane. It was like the price of a car.
Oh, right.
Like the price of a car for 2 years. And I was like, oh, yeah. Right. So honestly, that is something that I was planning to do like within the last year, Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Being a lawyer.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time in school, a lot of reading.
Oh, yeah.
It's not, it's
no joke.
It's kind of like being a doctor.
Yes, for sure.
You got to be in school for years, 5 years, 10 years. Like,
yes. Yeah. I've already had some schooling under my belt though. So,
okay.
Yeah, I've already had schooling under my belt. But honestly, I feel like maybe it just wasn't my path. I honestly felt like God was like telling me, like I really had that intervention where he was like, look, this is not something that's for you right now. Maybe 5 years from now, like this is just not something right now that you need.
Right.
And I really believe that because I was like, when I'm driven. And my close friends that know me, I was so driven. I was willing to put everything on the back burner with acting just to go back to school to try to get my law degree. And my friends know this. When I'm driven. I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to do it. Like, screw it. But when that came, I felt like, God was kind of telling me like, look, this is just, you got to put it in the back burner. And I did apply for some other schools too, some lower income schools that would probably be a little more affordable, that were like half as much as like a car payment, like an entire car, maybe like, 7,000 or 10,000 instead of like 35,000.
Yeah.
But still, it was like, it just wasn't really panning out for me, So yeah, I really feel like God was intervening and he was just like, look, this is not your path. Just keep doing what you're doing and hang in there and it'll happen, so.
And I know it's hard. Like I got 2 degrees. I got 2 degrees. I got 2 degrees. I got one under the School of Hard Knocks, and the other one is for the street knowledge.
Get out of town! I got those too.
Right, we all got those.
Get out of town!
Look, hey, I graduated with like a 20.20. You feel me? 20.20.
Yes, every day.
I didn't just get a degree. I got a belt, like a boxing belt,
Yes.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
like,
no, I know. I want to know more, man. I want to know more.
Those are the only 2 degrees I can get because my school degrees were out the window.
No, but so you were into boxing.
Yeah, I was into boxing.
I want to know about it. Tell me. I want to know about it.
Oh, well, see, the interview, it's on you right now.
But I still, come
Don't
on.
be interviewing me on my show. Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, I was really curious. Okay, we'll talk another time.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
It's about
That's
you.
awesome. I think it's great, man.
It's about you, though.
My brother was a boxer.
Okay. Yeah.
I
love sports. I love sports.
Boxer, man. He got his nose broken like 7 times, but I'll tell you what, he's more aggressive than you are. And I am so happy when I see boxers that are very I don't know if the word is tame, but very gentle, or very humble or very calm, because he was like a fucking jackrabbit. Right. And he was just like, he took the boxing outside of the ring. And that's where you go wrong. He boxed his whole life.
Right.
He had matches all over the place, you know,
Yeah.
and it didn't do him any good. So I was just curious, you know, because
Right.
I don't know a lot of boxers anymore.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I think boxing is cool. I think that's great. I think.
Well, it's funny that we're talking about boxing because me and my business partner Bella Levy, are trying to talk. We're trying to bring. We're going to try to talk to Damien to bring celebrity boxing here to Boston.
Ooh, cool.
Yes, Boston is really big with sports, and especially boxing and celebrities. So I think this will be something real big here in Boston, where people can come and enjoy themselves. If we get the right people if we get the right team together to make this happen, I think this will be huge. And I think that this can be a every year show here in Boston, bringing different celebrities to come and fight, you know, and make Boston a stomping ground for celebrity boxing.
So there's no boxing in Boston?
No.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, there's people that box and train here, but as far as like Las Vegas, that people come and fight in the ring,
right?
You know, that don't happen here. It hasn't happened in a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
boxers.
That needs to change.
Yeah. Right. So I want to be the first. I want to be the first one to change that. I want to be
do it. Be the first one to change it for sure.
That's right. So I'm on that. So we on that. I'm on that.
Do it. And, be on it, man.
Yeah. So it's funny we was talking about boxing, but what else would you want people to know about you?
Oh man, I'm just a kind person. Like, you know, I'm just all about having fun and, you know, just give me a chance, right?
Right.
Yeah. But that's it, man. I'm not here to, you know, gloat about myself or anything. Like, you know, I'm here to have a good time.
Well, it is about you, so you can glow about it. This is what it's all about.
It's right. It's all about you.
Everybody
right now.
Gets to know who Doris
so
is
sweet.
Today.
You guys are so sweet. You know,
today's your time to shine.
I know, Victor, you're so sweet. Both of you guys are so sweet. I remember you saying that to me the other day. You were like, if you don't promote your shit, it's like, who's gonna know, right?
That's right.
And I get it, you know, but I don't know. I'm pretty low key, you know. I love doing what I do, and I think I enjoy. Like, I don't even like to watch myself like on TV and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? But I just enjoy doing it. You know, I just enjoy doing it, and I enjoy being around people, and I love feeding off other people. The main thing that I love is to feed off of somebody else.
Yes.
You know? Like, and that's what I love the most, to engage and to feed off of somebody and just get in their mind and get in somebody else's mind, you know.
Kind of like zone out.
I could care less about seeing myself, you know, on TV. But, you know, every once in a while, my kids will want to watch. I'll be like, okay, there I am, you know. But but most of the time, it's just like, oh, fuck, you know, there I am. You know,
well, you know,
my kids have fun with it.
Amy says, super fun in Boston, never been. Boston, Amy, is a beautiful place. It's you know, it's known for their clubs, for our food, for our schools. We got Harvard University. We got all the top schools, all the top hospitals.
Wow.
All the top doctors are here.
Wow.
Yes, and we have a beautiful city.
Wow.
You know, and
it's a city of champions.
City of champions.
I just have to say.
Yes.
Wow.
And this is why I want to bring, you know, this celebrity boxing here, because I think it belongs here and it'll do great here.
Yeah.
And so Amy and yourself, if you've never been to Boston, guys should try to take a trip here during the summer, you know, because it's really cold out here.
Oh yeah.
You know, in the north. So the summer you guys will enjoy. The beaches are beautiful. We got some of the nicest beaches and stuff. So and the people are great. The people here in Boston are very friendly. Even the gangbangers are all right.
Yes.
You know,
yes,
I mean, it's a great city.
Yeah.
It's a great city.
Bring your car around and we'll take it. We'll park it for you.
Yeah, we'll park it for you. You get free valet. Yeah, you get
Yeah.
You ever have valet? You ever have valet parking in the hood? Yeah. But no. Just Boston's a great city.
It's a great city.
Yeah, my youngest sounds like he's from Boston.
Yeah.
Who?
My youngest son, man. Everybody says he sounds like he's from Boston.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Everybody from Boston got to sound like Boston cat. You from Boston. You from Boston.
Rolls his R's a lot, you know. He rolls the R's a lot. So everybody's like, "Where are you from? Are you from Boston?" And I'm like, "No, that's just how he talks."
Yeah, because we don't pronounce the R. We say car. Yeah. We say car instead of car.
You're right, and that's how he sounds. That's how.
Yeah.
That's how he talks. I don't know why. That's just how he talks.
It is because they always say they say when you park your car in the parking garage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Kind of like New York. New York is kind of
right.
Kind of the same.
Yes.
So so you want to tell people your website and how to contact you if they want a sweater?
Yeah, you know what? I work a lot through Instagram. So if they just want to go to No Prom Queen, you know, on Instagram, No Prom Queen. And then when you pull up, I'm the only No Prom Queen on there. And if you pull it up, it'll say, I'm the only one on there. So it'll say Doris Cochran. Yeah. So Doris Cochran is also No Prom Queen, NOPROMQUEEN. And it's on Instagram. That's probably the best way to get in contact.
Okay.
Is there a story behind that No Prom Queen?
Yeah. Never a prom queen. I was never a prom queen. I was always a tomboy.
But hey, you a queen today. You a queen in my eyes. You know?
Thank you. Yeah, I was always a tomboy, man. I played in the dirt and shit. But yeah, you know, so it was just like in the 90s, like, and I was in high school, and I don't know, I didn't go to prom. I did go to a couple other dances with some guys, but it was just like it, you know, it just it just wasn't all that. We just cruised in the limo all night. We left, we left the dance after an hour. We cruised in the limo, partied all night. But yeah, so it's like I was like, you know, forget prom, you know, it's like we went to all, you know, the other dances, like what's going to be the difference? So I was like, man, I'm not even a prom queen. So I was like, No Prom Queen. It was just a name I rolled with since the 90s, and I got that name now on you know, through my emails. No one can claim that name through emails because I've had it since the 90s.
You got it marked. It's yours.
Yeah.
It is mine. No one could claim that, man.
That's registered. That's registered.
Yeah,
in the Doris.
Right. It's official. All right, it's official.
So so you know, I'm trying to connect with Amy and Ken again, because Ken is a big fan of the Sasquatch, Bigfoot. And so am I.
Yeah.
So Amy and Ken have they got a property somewhere in Virginia where I guess they have some sightings of the Bigfoot and stuff. So I want to hook up with Ken, because they invited me over to stay over in their location, and I think I'm going to take them up for that for a weekend, just to go hit the woods and see what we see, you know, and kind of hang out and, you know, get to know each other better, and just kind of see what the wilderness gives us, you know, as far as evidence of a Sasquatch or Bigfoot.
Yeah, so, you might see him. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I see him every day when I look in the mirror, but I want to see if it's different. You know,
you should do it, man. It's like, remember the Blair Witch Project, man?
Yes.
When everybody went into the woods, man, and it was just like, you know, you could feed off of nature and people and emotions, and like, I think it's cool. I think, you know, you could make something of it. So if you want to go out and film, you know, wherever this place is, where is it?
It's somewhere in Virginia.
So right, man. If it's in like some desolate area where there have been sightings of Bigfoot and Sasquatch, for sure. Go up there, you know, and if you can do some filming, you know, get some people in on it, man. Like, I mean, there's no telling.
That's right. And you know, I told Amy and I told Ken, I said, if anything happens, as far as we bump into one of these creatures, you guys fight with the creature while I go get for help.
I can do that, man. I've broken up a man fight, dude. I recently 2 men like hardcore bloodied up, and I broke them up. So, like, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
She said Lake Gaskin, North Carolina. It said Lake
North
Gaskin.
Carolina. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
North
So
Carolina.
my fault.
Yeah,
it wasn't Virginia. It was North Carolina. She talked about. So you know, I'm definitely open to that. That can be something new for the show. You know, bring something new to the show and do some investigation. You know, maybe some investigation and some stuff, and maybe stay out there for a half a day because I hate the dark, especially when I can't see nothing coming my way. You know.
So that might be the time to do it, though, right?
Yeah, that is the time to do it because everything's quiet. But I'm gonna be playing my guitar to make sure they don't come near me. I'm gonna be playing my guitar.
Yeah, hey, Amy, just don't let her play with fire.
Yeah, I have a forest fire with the quickness.
Yeah, a pendulum.
Paranormal.
A pendulum. Yeah.
Paranormal stuff.
Yeah. Exactly. That's exactly. Yes. Yeah, you should have a paranormal out there. Yeah, you should have some people out there to investigate.
Yeah, well, you know, I do have a couple of people I know from the do paranormal investigations.
Yes,
I have Brandon Criotti. He's from Baltimore. I have Mark Lee and Nathan. I'm not sure I don't know if they're from Philadelphia or where they're from. But I got some other people from Philadelphia that do investigations. So I might do that. I might put a team together for my show to come out and record that.
Yes. Yeah. The more the merrier. Yeah. That's gonna make the show, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And you definitely have to bring those guys.
I want to see the Sasquatch in person.
Yeah.
Because I want to be able to offer him a sweater.
I'll be the first person to do it.
For real.
I'll put it on like a big baby.
That's
like a
it.
Big hairy baby.
Yeah. You might not have to do a big one depending on how big he is.
Oh, man. It's going to be a big one. He's going to be a big guy. Yeah. Definitely. How tall are those?
They're like, some of them are like 8, 9 feet tall.
Yeah.
10 feet. Who knows how big they are?
Probably like in a 4X or something.
Yeah. I'm almost a 4X. They're like 6, 7X.
No, get out of town. 6, 7X. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's going to be a lot of decorations.
Yeah, so you're going to be busy.
Yeah, probably.
But sure, you're going to learn today. Facts. So
I love it. We can put jingle bells on him, man, so that like we can hear him coming and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. I'm pretty
jingle
sure.
Balls. Jingle balls.
Yeah, jingle balls.
Yeah.
Oh man. Woo. Love it. You know what they say about first impression? You know, you made the best first impression. I love it. Personally, because I just met you today. So first impression, great, so love it.
Yeah. You ask me, I'll say I'll think about it.
Thank you.
So listen, we want to thank you for coming on the show. You've been great.
Thank you guys.
Yes.
We're definitely going to bring you back on the show. Doris, you know that I'll be back out there. We're going to talk some more. We're going to chop it up. And you're always welcome on our show. Anyone that you know that wants to be on the show, just send them my way. Tell them to tell me that they will send by you so I know, because I don't accept everybody on my stuff just because I try to protect people on my page. Yeah. So I'm kind of private when it comes to having people come on my page. But as long as they say, hey, I was recommended by Doris, she told me about you, then once I hear your name, I know they're all right, and I'll accept their friend request.
All right, man.
Okay, so thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
I love you, Doris. You're amazing.
I love you guys.
Keep doing what you're doing, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Hey.
Yes.
Bye. So that was Doris Cochran on the show. An amazing woman. I love her energy. She's like, I can feel the energy. She's dope.
Yeah.
I can already see me hanging with her. Have a couple of drinks. She's gonna drive me nuts.
Yeah, some more.
Yeah. She definitely
compared to right now.
Yeah, she'll be off the hook. So big shout out to Doris. Shout out to all her people, her fans, her circle. Keep your eye out for Doris. She's an actress. She's doing some other things. December 28th, she'll be in Judge Judy.
Judge Jerry.
Judge Jerry.
Yes.
And then she'll be on another show February. She'll be on Let's Make a Deal.
Let's Make a Deal in February.
So listen, I'm just honored for meeting this individual.
She's amazing.
Yeah, she's doing a lot of things, and that's what I'm talking about, people. You got to keep motivated. If you want your dreams to come true, you have to motivate yourself. You have to go out there. You have to take chances. You have to travel to get to meet people that know people so that you can get to where you need to get to. And I do that all the time. I try to leave town when I can to meet other people from other countries, or not even countries. I don't leave the country, but from other states, and see what they're working on and collaborate and network, and to see where I can position myself to better my skill or to get into other projects with other people that are doing things. I know sometimes I may not get a project because of the way I look, or I just don't fit the project, but that's everybody goes through that. So I'm aware of it and I understand it. But again, I'm out here. I'm out there pushing, and I'm willing to work. Acting is one of the things that I want to do most besides my podcasting, and I'm gonna proceed it. And I'm open to work with anyone, and I want people to come work with me, and people come on my show so I can promote you and give you an opportunity to meet other people, directors, filmmakers, actors, comedians, book writers, you name it, they've been on the show. Also, rappers that rap and want connections. I got, people I know, radio stations. I know people on radio stations. So, and I'm for the people. We for the people. This is the Don Vick Show. This platform's built for you guys. You know what I'm saying? I just opened the doors for other individuals to come on the show and get an opportunity to get exposed. And we love what we do. We can keep doing it. And I believe next week, I'm going to be giving out a prize. We're going to do the
we're going to do a raffle.
We're going to
raffle. Take the names and put them.
We're going to do a raffle next week. We're going to we're going to get some people. We're going to do a raffle, and depending on who's on the live, we're going to use the names that are on the live. We're going to put it in a hat. We're going to shuffle the names around, and whatever name we pick out, that's who's going to win the prize. The prize could be anything. I'm just not sure what I'm going to go get to give out to the audience and to the viewers. We kind of do it mostly all the time. We ain't done it in a while, but no, Christmas is coming and Thanksgiving, so I want to do something nice. I want to give back to my people, to the viewers. So I'm gonna go purchase something, and I'm gonna give it out to whoever the lucky person is gonna be.
Mug. Of course,
Amy, my mug is my mug. So it could be a mug, Amy. You never know. It could be a mug from the Don Vick Show. It could be a T-shirt and a mug. It could be anything. I'm actually working on some new shirts. Hold on, let me show you one shirt right now I got. So it looks, this is one of my shirts. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that's what it looks like. And of course, that's me there on the show. On the T-shirt. So, yeah, so that's the T-shirt. So you never know what you're gonna get. And this is an exclusive shirt. That's why it's in the studio. I got it hung up on my wall. But guys, so you never know what you're gonna get. You know, you can get a T-shirt, you can get a mug, or anything that I get to bring on the show to give out to the viewers and stuff. So, and that's just to show you people that I do appreciate you guys coming on the show. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the shares, and I appreciate the people that you guys sending me to come on the show. I appreciate that. And then again, if you have anyone that you want to come on the show, just tell them to let me know who recommended them, because I don't accept people's requests if I don't know you.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I just do, like I said, I do it just to protect other people that are on my page, because people do go shopping on people's page and just come on your page.
Because they'll send you, they'll send like a friend request only, because say like when you go on their page and it says that even if that person has a friend in common with you or me, it does, it essentially doesn't mean, okay, I'm going to accept her or him or her as a friend because they know Doris or they know Amy. It's not like they expect for people to accept their friend request.
Right. And I don't do that because I just don't know who they are. So I truly would like, if you guys want anyone to come on my show from your team or people that you know, just have them, say, hey, Amy recommended me, or Doris recommended me to come on your show. Then I know for sure that those people are officially friends of yours, because they're letting me know it's coming from you. I'm just trying to protect people. I don't like people to come on my page to go shopping on my page, to try to shop for connections, to shop, for people just to get put on. If that's the case, then at least have the respect to ask me to connect you to someone. I think that's the right way to do it. That's the way I work. I don't like going into people's pages and shopping for people. I don't do that. So please don't do it to me. We all adults here, and if you need something from me, just ask. If I can do it, I do it, and if I can't, then there's a reason why. So, with that being said, I do appreciate everyone for the love, for the opportunities that some of you guys are giving me to be part of your projects. I do appreciate that, and I thank you guys for having me come out to your premieres, to your shows, to your events. It means a lot to me. I'm from Boston, and I go out of state to support other people on their projects. So I'm hoping that maybe one day when I do one of my events, people come out and support my event as well. So just tune in, man. Tune in next week. I'm gonna line up some people to come on next week for the show. We do have December 5th. We have Dustin coming on the show. He's an actor. He'll be on the show December 5th. December 6th, we have Evelina Destiny coming on the show. The beginning of January or the middle, we have Hollywood actor Derek Webb coming back to the show. It's going to be like his third time back on my show, and I appreciate him coming on my show because, he can pick any show to come to. He can pick any show that he would like to come to, and he chooses my show, our show, all the time. So that means a lot to me, and I thank you, Derek Webb, for coming on my show. Also, Bruce will be coming on my show as well. He just got cast for one of the movies that Lisa Bagby is doing called Murder Creek. So big shout out to Bruce, and reach out to everyone on that team of Lisa Bagby. Also, shout out to Steve Alexander, Mark Lee, of course, my good friend Beverly Rivera, her husband Sam, my other friend Catherine Kopic Pacino, her husband Bill, the whole Real Cowboys, from California, the paranormal investigators from the UK with Candy, Nick, and Mom, the paranormals from Baltimore with Brandy Coyote, and also Mark Lee, Nathan, and Barbara, which is another ghost hunter. I mean, yeah, a paranormal investigation team. And shout out to Carrie, Courtney, amazing friend Nancy. Man, big shout out to everybody. My boy Cypress from London. Big shout out to Africa, Nigeria that's been on my show. Big shout out to Israel for Porat that came on the show. Smillo from artist Smillo from Nigeria that's been on my show. Australia, Colombia. Listen, everybody. I just want to shout out everybody and thank everybody for the love that they give the show. So a lot of things happening, guys. Big shout out to Amy, Doris, and everyone that's tuning in on the show. Doris was on a great show. Big shout out to Colombia, to my boy Andres Buritica that was just on at 5 o'clock. And a big shout out to Charlie Dueñas that came on at 3 p.m. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you for the love. And we're going to see y'all soon. Next week, make sure y'all tune in. Amy, I'm definitely going to see you soon on the next movies. Same thing with Doris. So I'll be talking to Amy about coming out there and link up with her and Ken to do this little Sasquatch adventure. Thank you. Adventure and out there in North Carolina. So thank y'all for watching. It's your boy Don Vick from the Don Vick Show.
I'm your co-host IG.
And remember to share, because sharing is caring. We're going to let y'all go with the peace, love, respect, and you know that we definitely out of here. Thank y'all. Peace.